2018 Land Rover Evoque 2.0 turbo, high crankcase vacuum. We pulled the oil filler cap, and man, it was a pain in the ass to get off of there. So we ran through a few tests of the crankcase breather. We did find that it's bad, so we're gonna get some of this stuff off of here, show you how to take it out and put it back in. All right, we've got all the bolts out. They are retained within this piece, but I wanted to talk about what our test was. So we found that we had high vacuum by removing the oil filler cap, and it was just tough to get off there. So while it was running, we popped this hose off and we plug and plug, and what we're looking for is the idle to drop back down to normal. As soon as we did it, it probably took 5 seconds and we were back to a normal idle. So that's how we knew. Typically our first indicator is the high vacuum on the crankcase by pulling the oil cap. It's common with a lot of the European vehicles. So we got all of the bolts around the edge. Don't forget to take some sort of compressed air and clean around this before you take this off. We like to do that with injectors and valve covers and anything else where we could have a situation where we're getting dust falling down into the crankcase. We definitely don't want that. But all the bolts are out. They are retained, so it's a little bit of a pain to kind of wiggle it side to side, but it's really this bolt and that bolt on the rear that you might need to hold up on while you're trying to pull this piece out. But you pull this one out, that's what you're left with. We're gonna get our new one put in there, bolt it in, and then I'll get you a video of it running. All right, here we are. And there's our normal idle speed. So we got a normal idle. We don't have excessive vacuum in the crankcase now. And all